All right, then. Get this party started, then. All right. Anybody watching this mess? Okay. Good deal. All right. What the hell? Whoa! Holy shit. Will you look at that? It's me on my telephone. Whoa! Holy. Whoa! Where. YouTube? Wow! We're we're live. We're we're on YouTube. Sarah Meek Meek is back. Hi, Sarah Meek Meek. Happy everydays. And I hope you had a really good Christmas thing there. Very nice. All right, let me catch up a little bit on the comments here. Not a lot of Nixon Gaming. Thank you very much. Howdy, howdy. Montepulcino 27. Thank you very much. Lordo Big. The people are speaking. The people are speaking. Boots, how you doing? Good to see ya. Oh yeah, the people are speaking. Casting storms. Sees the fire. Um, Good morning, Chronix Gaming Ferret. Mintu Mandarlini from Finland. Hello. Good to see you. Tensu Tureka. Hello. The thing, if will there be any support for the Infinity franchise? I'm gonna have to have my uh, people tell me what the hell that is. Or you can tell me what the hell it is. But thank you very much. Italy also in the house. So we have Italy and Finland and Ted Cruz, the Zodiac Killer. Thank you very much, Nick Franklin and Wolfie. Hey, hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Um, it's a nice, relatively mild day here. So I'm out in the shack. It's still a little wet, still a little rainy, so I won't be outside proper. But it is not cold enough to bring me into my living room. So that's good. Becca's down with that. And so let me just put on the old necktie here. So I look all respectable and all. Excuse me. First belch of the morning. I know some people have a drinking game going on and drink every time I do something, but that's your business. In any case, welcome, one and all, to High Noon with Vermin Supreme. I am Vermin Supreme. High Noon is the time that I start this mess every Saturday here on YouTube. Let my hair down for you people. There you go. Just let my hair down. Let my hair out. Let my freak flag fly. 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 Not a good tongue twister. I can say it easily. Okay, Minutu Mandarini. What do I know about Finland? I know I was in Finland in about 1998. I know it's right next to Russia. I know you share a border with the Big Bear. And I would have to consult my journals from around that time to get a good grip on what we did in Finland. I think we pretty much sort of passed right through it on our way to the European Rainbow Gathering, which is being held in Russia that year. I can tell you that we dumpstered a whole bunch of ice cream in Finland, and we brought that ice cream that melted. We brought it to the Russian Rainbow Gathering, and we took all the ice cream and filled a big bucket of it, and all the Russian rainbows were scooping in with their spoons, and it was very disgusting. Very disgusting. Croatian. All right. Thank you very much. Chronix the Croatian. Yay. We have Italy. We have Finland. We have Croatia. Boy, oh boy, this is truly a very international experience for us all. Ah, Mr. Hahn, thank you for your write-in vote. Brian Corona, the DR, Dominican Republic, in the house. Um, Fabulous, incredible. I think it looks like Italy in the house. We have more people from places that aren't here than people who are here from America. So make of that what you will. I am an international sensation. Okay, fire in the bowl. Ultra Fire, calling for the fire. That's the next half hour. Of course, this is the show, Vermin Stream High Noon, Vermin Stream, where I drink coffee, where I'm drinking coffee the first half hour. It's the second half hour we smoke the weed. Sometimes things change. 66 degrees in West Tennessee. That is hot for December. I think we are creeping in on 48 or almost 50, but still pretty mild for this time of year. I will take it. The lack of snow has been very good for us because we are snowbirds and we like to get the F out of town when the snow flies. We've had a few little snow things, but nothing real, just a coating here and there. Let's see, the thingeth. What that? Hey, that would be pointless if you told me about what the Infinity franchise is. Okay, the thingeth. It's one of those things. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I guess that's me. Okay. Ryder Odom, Vermin, where do you plan to buy all of our ponies for us Americans? Very good. Of course, I won't be buying any ponies because they're free. So I hope that answers your question. Canada in the house also. Benny Kopalovic. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping by today. Wisconsin in the house also. This is really amazing. I wish I had a big map onto which I could put push pins and pin it in where all these people are from, because there's people from all over the world. GFYS asking me how old I am. Old as dirt. Old enough to know better. Old enough to be retired. Pretty much. Close enough. Cheers. So, pretty old. Pretty old. Sarah Meatmick is waiting for the tornadoes. Well, I would make a quip about I hope you don't have to wait too long, but 4 inches of rain in the afternoon. Holy crap. Oh, good luck with that, Sarah Meek. I hope you have a basement that you can hide from the tornado in, but I think you might get flooded in your basement by the rain. So it looks like you are in a hope it don't happen situation. Hope it don't happen. All right, Nixon Gaming asking me my opinion on some sort of pop culture question that I do not have the answer to. KSI's Thick of It. I guess from the context, I'm going to guess it's a musical act and a musical song. And I'm assuming that from the thick of it, they are talking about ass. So, sounds like a fun song. If it's as peppy as WAP. All right. Woo! Chris, not worrying about the tornadoes in the wintertime. Good for you, but things change all the time. The Meme Queen. Hello, Meme Queen. Got some weed brownies for Christmas. Realized that no one to share them with. So it's going to be an interesting week. Meme Queen, where you at? Where you at? Maybe we can find somebody to hang out and eat brownies with you. You never know. This isn't. My show isn't really a dating app per se, but things happen. It's all good. Or just a platonic friendship app. That is more like that. I think people do meet up and become friends. So feel free to be friends, everybody. Be friendly. Italy, I would love to get to Italy. And once again, of course, it is time for Tour 2025, Pony Project 2025, the tour. And I will be trying to go wherever anybody will bring me. That's right, friends. I am putting a tour together. If you are from Florida, I know some Florida people jumped in last week. I'm going to hook up with the Florida people. Georgia, if you know anybody from Georgia, the state in the U.S., not the Republic, although I'm not opposed to the Republic. Alabama, maybe Alabama. South Carolina, North Carolina, maybe even Tennessee. But the thing about Tennessee and the Carolinas is it's like that mountain range, whatever that mountain range is, it's like in the way. So we like to be on one side or the other and not go over the mountain if we don't have to and can help it. And so we don't have to, and we can help it because, yeah. So, yeah. GFYS, for your information, made wheat sugar cookies. Well, just eat half. Just eat half. Ziggy C, oldest of the mountains. Yes, yes, yes. Brandon Woods, thank you very much. I got a beautiful invisible pony. Been riding it all over the town. Ziggy C, does my boot hat smell after all these years? Well, I keep it deodorized and stuff. Oh, good, Sarah Meek. Very glad for that. Where did I get the idea for the boot hat? Asked Alex Sid 46. Really, it wasn't even an idea. It was just a thing that I did. It was rainy out. I had my put on galoshes, put one on my head. It was just a quirky little impulsive thing. Hi, Ricky. Guild of the Tranquil Pine, what is my Israel stance? I'd rather do an Israel dance than the Israel stance. Well, I believe that the state of Israel is going a little overboard there with all their destruction and genocide and shit. I sure wish they would clean up their fucking mess there. Netanyahu's a fucking nut, and he's a war criminal, and probably at this point is an active war criminal, more active than a lot of war criminals out there. Some war criminals do their war crimes and go about their business, but that fucker is just like continuing to fucking see havoc and destruction and death and murder and IDF brutally treating the people of Gaza. I mean, fuck Hamas, right? I mean, but or at least the militant wing of Hamas. I mean, it's sort of like the PLO or the IRA, where they have their political wing and their militant wing, and if the political wing becomes strong enough, you don't need the militant wing, I guess. In any case, that's about as much as I want to say on that, other than I am for a 52-state solution. 52-state solution, people. We're going to bring them over. We're going to make Israel and Palestine states in the United States of America. Going to move them on over here. Going to put Israel somewhere in Wyoming and Palestine in Texas. I think that will work. Thank you very much. I'm Vermin Supreme. Thanks for your question. A question that I generally do not like to answer. Human, because it's a touchy subject. Vermin, what should we do in the next election to take you back in office? Human, hopefully that won't be necessary. Hopefully dying for the cause will not be necessary. But if it does, I will let you know. Excuse me. Yami, I am running. I'm already running in 2028. Mr. Pancakes. No, I love the Appalachian Mountains. It is just our current mode of transportation. It's our 19-foot, 9-foot tall Ram van, conversion van. Yes, it has 8 cylinders. It's a 3500. But I think we just want to baby that sucker. I don't know if we want to haul it through the mountains. I mean, I'm not against the mountains per se, but it's more the reality of our vehicle. Let's see. The thing is asking about what's going on in the town of Oleth, red and green jerseys. Hopefully it's some sort of Christmas thing. Leave me be, please. I am keeping warm. We got the wood stoves going fine. All is well. All is well. Red Ouch, how you doing? Ziggy C, as bad as Putin? Yeah, definitely. Netanyahu, fuck yeah. I mean, I heard he was financed. Well, I heard on the internet something. What I'm going to repeat shit I heard on the internet without sourcing it. That's why I don't like to pundicize. That's why I don't like to, you know, talk about various subjects that I don't know a whole lot about, other than my gut feeling. And I certainly want to distance myself from being too knowledgeable on it. But I know what I see. I know what I know, and I know that Israel is committing genocide, near as I can tell. Thank you. Joshua Kubler, Catholic churches. Why in Israel? Because there are Christians there and Catholics. Okay. Thank you, EE. Kenston TK. Oh, Joshua Kubler. Yes, I hope that answers your questions. What you take office, are you going to declare that rutabaga is the new national vegetable? It depends. It all depends on the rutabaga farmers of America and what support they're giving me. But unless some other vegetable wants to bribe me more. Slayer KO 688. What's poppin'? You know it. You know what's poppin'. Alejandro Aguilar. Have I taken acid before? Yes, I have. You can bet I have taken acid before. Acid has made me the man I am today. Thank you very much. The Orcs of the Misty Mountains. We're talking about the Misty Mountain Hop. Arnie Rippy. I guess those orcs are okay. I mean, it's the other orcs that I don't like. Germany in the house. Thank you very much. Lotta Lewis. Appreciate that. Ryan H. Stance on standing for standing things. I believe that standing is just as fine if you're comfortable standing. Stand as you are able, but feel free to continue sitting. Thank you. Hop around, skip to Maloo, skip to the loo, my darling. Stand on one foot, stand on the other foot, levitate, spin around, do the dance. Macklin Cantwell, how do I feel about abortion? I believe it should indeed be safe and legal. It is a choice that is made between a woman and her health care provider. To give you the generic response to that question, from the pro-abortion, pro-choice side of the aisle. You know what I'm saying? If a woman wants to have an abortion, don't care who it is. I support them. I'll support them in that decision. If they don't want to get one, I'll support them in that decision. But the government should be completely out of it. It should be completely a medical decision. And, anti-abortionists. For sure. The McRib sandwich is made from giant fetuses. It's true. Look it up. I saw it on the internet. I saw this. It's called the McRib is back. Type it in. McRib is back. Vermin Supreme. Look it up, people. Look it up, sheeple. McRibs are people. Oh, well, they're fetuses. Okay. Thanks for asking, Macklin Cantwell. Human! Combine North and Dakota into Megakota. Yes, I will. Oh yeah, we're gonna bring the Wailing Wall over. We're gonna when I say we're moving Palestine and Israel over, because they both lay claim to some of the same holy sites. We're just gonna recreate those holy sites in styrofoam. It'd be good. The new campaign trail showcase, Nixon Gaming. I don't know if I knew that I was in that one. I knew that I was in some sort of thing. You will have to let me know. Keep me posted. Send the link. Send the link to me on the side or in a comment or something after the show. That way I'll get it. Let's see. Ultimate meme. How do I plan to distribute ponies to every American citizens? Well, first, I will be making the United States Postal Service. I'm not going to privatize it. I am going to nationalize it. Okay? I am going to militarize it, and we will be creating mail force. Mailmen will be armed. They'll be enforcing domestic order while they deliver your mail and your ponies. So mail force will be delivering your ponies, not to confused with space horse. Space horse is another thing. The space force horse. That's the space cavalry, as it were. But the space cavalry should not be confused with the mail force, the U.S. mail force. Alejandro Aguilar. Worst acid trip. I don't know if I had any really terrible acid trips, to tell you the truth. Almost one time I was looking down in these rocks and they turned into like some sort of giant, a giant snake, and it turned into a huge giant rattlesnake. It was like, the head was like 6 feet long and went up and it was gonna bite me, and I just turned my back on that shit. I knew what was real. Okay, basement of the Empire State Building is as deep as the height of the building. Kenston TK. Don't know. Could be. Hope so. Let's see, what countries have I been to? If you've been to some countries, what was your personal favorite? 1998 is when me and my wife bought the cheapest van that we could find on the internet in Amsterdam, and we traveled Euroland for about 10 months. And we went through 22 different countries. And we went through all of Scandinavia. We were in Russia. We were in Turkey. We were in Italy and France and Latvia and Lithuania and Czechia and Slovakia and just a whole bunch of them. I think. I mean, we missed a few. We definitely missed a few. But quite frankly, in terms of real pretty countries, Italy. Italy was so beautiful. France, definitely one of our least favorite. Loved Russia. Had a great time in Russia. And I'd have to check my notebooks to see all the rest of them. But we had a good time. We had adventures. Bulgaria, Romania, Jiminy Cricket. All sorts of places, man. When did I buy my hat? This hat's fairly recent. It was a replacement hat for my hat, the other boot hat that had decayed. So it's under a year. But I've been wearing a boot hat since 1991. Okay, Captain Blackmore, I think I gave that one already. Okay, Steve O, Ziggy C, Little Caesars, Ryan H. Well, you can sit on a fence or stand on. Well, standing on a fence, you gotta have good balance there. But yes. All right, Iron Pony, Steve O. I am Iron Pony. All right, Ziggy C. That's what I'm saying. Azog the Defiler. Already, his days are limited. 2016 Gary Johnson. He could be my running mate. I mean, I guess. Let's favorite warlord in Olaf, Lardy Hernandez. Once again, I have to do more research on that. Wow, I'm okay. Cat Blackmore, all for it. Thank you, Brent Wilson. Whoa, Ryan H is hanging out with Lord Buckethead. Dang! Hello, Lord Buckethead, my liege. Oh yeah, we've had some good times, Lord Buckethead, and I hope we can get together real soon. I hope we can do some outer space traveling and stuff. Ricky, silliest. I've got so many silly objects. It's true. Interestingly, this isn't silly, but this is a Hulk fist that I wore, I believe, in 2012, and I had it on my crotch. I had it attached to a belt, and so it was out like this from my crotch. And well, let me demonstrate a little bit. So it looked like this, and I would thrust it like that, and it would have a hold a flag. So it was a fist that was holding an American flag coming out of my crotch, and I would thrust with it, and that was pretty effing hilarious. I remember one time I got I was trying to get one of the candidates to fist bump me. Let's see, Herman Cain. Herman Cain. It was Herman and Vermin, and he was coming down a hall, and I was leading with the Hulk fist waving a flag out of my crotch, saying, "Fist bump me, fist bump me, fist bump me, Herman," and he would not he didn't do it. But the other fun thing about that time that I had the Hulk fist with a flag out of my crotch, I was at one of the debates up in New Hampshire, and I was doing my thing, and this dude come up to me and says, "I'm a veteran, and I find that very offensive." And so at the time, I had Colonel LeDuc with me, a friend of mine who had served in Iraq, and he came up, and I said he was a Vets for Vermin. And I had a few of the Vets for Vermin up there, and so I just sicked the Vets for Vermin on this other vet. And Michael LeDuc goes up to him and says, "I fought in Iraq. I'm a U.S. veteran, and that is what I fought for." And he was pointed at the fist. That is exactly what he fought for. So yeah. Okay, Nixon Gaming, get me elected in that game. Boy, you'll have to send me some information on that game, though. I wish I had. I should really keep a pen and paper around with me so I could take notes during these events. The gnome infestation in California must be dealt with harshly. Brent Wilson, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess we'd have to declare martial law, but we can do that. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, what's going on here? Where's my super chats, people? Where's my super chats? Holy shit! I ain't got no super chats. We're halfway into the show, and nobody is super chatting me. Where's my super chats, you? Hi. Remember, you can super chat me. Let's see some super chats, people. I don't do this for fun. Yes, I do. I don't do it for my health. That's true. I do it for the super chats. No? Okay. All right. Fine. Smoke some weed. Don't super chat me. Oh, McMullen is out. Second place in the Utah polls. Nixon Gaming, we are doing well. Yeah, I know, Brandon. Anyway, Gary Fennington. All right, fine. But if you need a cameo, it's not too late. New Year's cameo. Cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. Cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. That Lotta Lewis. Thank you, Lotta Lewis. I appreciate that. 10 something. What is that? 10 euros. I think that's a euro. Yay, euros. Woohoo! Euro hero. What's your best euro puns? Let's hear those euro puns, people. Euro out of control. Euro dickhead. Whoa, that's not very nice. All right. Anyway, it's time to start smoking. I wish I had my Vermin Supreme glassware, but it's all broken and shit and clogged. And whoa, we have another $5 super chat. Let's see, Craig Harris. Let's get the party started. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate that. So now, okay, I feel better about that. That's like $15 we're up. That means that 50 cents a minute. What a bargain. You can't afford Vermin Supreme for anything less. I can't afford you either. I know how it is. And once again, of course, if you know anybody in Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, D.C., Baltimore, Philly, I'm trying to make my tour. It's time, people. It's time for the Vermin Supreme live show to go back on the road. Little cold up here. Gonna go down to the inauguration. Gonna hijack a few inaugural balls that aren't mine, but we're gonna make them mine. Oh, yeah. Whoa, a lot of Lewis. I want to celebrate this very momentous moment that you have given your first super chat on a live stream, and it was for me, and thank you very much. I like that. Dennis Brown, loving you. Levi Woodruff, your free pony is in the mail. Check in with Mail Force. Gary Fennington, uh, Garbage Island. Obviously, my minister of pop culture has not been keeping me appraised of all the latest developments. We're winning Utah, people. We are winning Utah. If you play that game that Nixon Gaming is playing, play it. Crandall Party of One, Louisiana. If you got a venue for me, find a venue for me to do my show that will help me get to where I got to go. It can happen. It can happen. I know the people of Louisiana are waiting, and maybe this is the year that we'll make it back down for Mardi Gras. Maybe I can get some shows. Dai Sue? Yeah. I will. Go for the jugular. When Trump gets sworn in, can you blast the Imperial March from Star Wars? I would highly recommend that to anyone. Solution to Wizard on Wizard Crime. Spell control. Spell control. All right. Ricky America. Thank you. Daisu, am I a pope? Yes, I am. I believe everybody's a pope in the Discordian anti-faith, and I am certainly one of them. Yay. All right. Smoke more weed, people. Smoke more weed. And if you need merchandise, if you need Vermin Supreme merchandise, please check out vermin2024.com. Before it's gone, vermin2024.com for all your Vermin Supreme 2024 merchandise, which will be highly collectible. Highly collectible crap. Now, what else? What else we got to show you? Show and tell. It's going to be a little more show and tell. I thought I had some more show and tell items, but that's okay. Got these great boots. You can see that these boots not only have horses on them, but they also have haunces. Haunces. Fuck Narnia, Kim Jarrett. Got that right. Arnie Rippy, I promise not to keep any promise. All right. Well, we won New Mexico and Utah. That's not bad. Yes, every pope a pope. Whoa, Pope smokes dope, people. The Pope smokes dope. I don't think I showed you the bud du jour. This is buds that I grew in my own backyard probably 2 or 3 years ago now. So, still smoking them though. Still not bad. Yay. Happy day. I like free weed. It's free weed, people. Grow your own. All right. Woo! I know what I want to show you. I was going to show you something here. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it for you. Let me see if I can find it here. Yes. I want to show you my the project. And this is merch that will be available at my live show. And here we go. That's nice, right? It's a block of styrofoam. and it's got like a pony stencil on there, and sometimes different things, but in this case, it's the flag. And then on the back, Vermin 2028. That's right, people. Vermin 2028, and it's pretty nice because the spray paint, of course, dissolves the styrofoam to a certain extent. It does a little melty thing, so it's sort of like it's branded in there. Vermin 2028. So that's pretty exciting. Red Roach, if you really want that many of them, let me know. I like them because what they are is they're actually inserts from video cases. I've got all these video cassette cases, and these were like placeholders in the video cassette case. And so it's a limited edition, but they are kick ass. And, you know, $5 to $10 at the live show. I try and have merch of different prices for different people's budget. I mean, they're paying me money. They're buying drinks, and you know what they have left over. I like, you know, if they have 5 or 10, or you should see that I got great stuff for $20. So that's I'm just saying. These are some of the exciting things. Let's see. Am I in a shed or on mushrooms currently? I am not. Oh, a mudroom. Not mud shark. Not. Yes, this is my shack. Welcome to it. This is where the magic happens. The mega magic. This is where the mega magic happens. Make America magic again, mama. Make America magic again, mama. Okay. All right. There you go. Anyway, yeah, this is my shed. I like to do shows outside, a little wet today, and it's a little cold, but it was warm enough to do it in my shack. And, you know, getting ready to head south for winter, getting ready to, Umafufu, Gutenberg, where can you buy Vermin? Right here. I will tell you what, Fufu, if you are motivated enough to drop me a note on the side on Facebook or Twitter, maybe here, I might get it here, but I might not. But if you drop me a note on either of those, or the blue sky thing, I guess, I will find that note, and I will send you a list of things that I have, or show you things for purchase, because there's a lot of groovy things that I've been working on, and most of them are only available at my live shows on my merch table. You can go to vermin2024.com to get that made in the USA store-bought Vermin Spray merchandise, T-shirts and the like. We have that stuff available. That stuff is totally available. But generally, the stuff that I bring to my shows are one of a kinds. Bunches of kinds, but limited editions, one and all. Thank you for asking. Vermin Springs Mudroom, where the magic happens. Let's see. Ricky asking if I have any pets, and I will say this about that. It has been mine and my wife's position ever since before we even started hanging out, pretty much, that we were going to have no children and no pets. And our little phrase that we use is no kids, no pets, no credit card debts. And that has allowed us to live our extremely low rent lifestyle for 37 years of bliss. Okay, 35 years of bliss, 2 years, whatever. I mean, not consecutively, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Sub Ninja 80, how are you? Good to see you. Petacadon Studios. Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's a valid lifestyle. Don't care what the. One of the arguments of one of the anti-abortion state lawsuits is that if you're having an abortion, you are depriving the state of a worker. That's pretty much what they were saying. You're depriving the state of a taxpayer if you don't have a baby. Fuck that shit. You know, people have kids if they want to have kids, but they should not be forced. And certainly in this day and age, it's you got to think twice. Got to think twice. Hey, what's going on, man? Super chats are getting pretty slack around here. I mean, $15, 44 minutes. Oh, sure, maybe 30 cents a minute. Whatever. Somebody do the math. Let's see, 15 times. Anyway, if you can super chat me. It's okay. That's my retirement plan. Hope it works for you. Brimfield, Mass. William Bellarose in the house. One of these days, got to get you out here. One of these days. Come out. The golf course, it won't be ready till spring, and we're going to be gone for a little bit, but really love to have you over sometime. Daisu, you tell him. I mean, you don't have to not have kids to deprive the state of taxes. You could just not pay them yourself. Verm Largo, yes, Verm Largo. And let's see, tomorrow, Dr. Richard Waterloo will be coming out. He's visiting his family in Vermont and is going to take a day off to come and hang out. He and his son Max. And we are going to talk about, we're going to dissect campaign 2024. For a book that he is writing. He's writing a book based on Vermin Supreme perspective on the 2024 election, which I'll have to really remember. I got to start taking notes. Anyway, so that's exciting. Andres Sikora, love to get to Europe. If anybody out there is a college kid, if y'all go to college, I am a college speaking guy. I would be happy to come to your college or university for a reasonable honorarium. So I would love to take some of that student loan money for sure. So feel free to reach out to me. Midnight coffee, Daisu, that's crazy. What were you doing? Drinking coffee late at night will keep you awake. Yippers, people. So anyway, that's okay. I don't live for super chats. I just, beg them every so often. It's part of the show, part of the format. Vermin, begging, infomercial. Vermin2024.com, Vermin2024.com for all your Vermin Supreme merchandise needs. Cameo.com/Vermin Supreme, Cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. Pedicodon Studios, thoughts on magic mushrooms. I think they are a healing and a wonderful substance, psilocybin, and all the other components. Kipper the Animator, how are you? I believe that they have magic mushrooms are just wonderful. They can really reset and rewire. They can be used in a therapeutic setting for maximum positive rewiring, or just recreational. That's fine too. I mean, of course, with any psychedelic, I do recommend having a minder along with you, somebody to mind you, not do what you say, but to keep an eyeball on you, of course. Daisu, yeah, you bet. Let's see, Ricky, I haven't hung any Christmas ornaments for my beard. I have, and I would do again. I would do that again for sure. Yeah, the only thing, the mushrooms, the magic mushrooms, when I take enough to get off, I don't appreciate, you feel like a bump on a log and can't even, I'm too high to fucking speak, sometimes like that. But yeah, man, it's all good. But then once it kicks in, woohoo! And yeah, all the good things. Legalize it all, except for the bad things. And decriminalize, whatever. What am I pontificating? Getting political again? I guess that's the thing, I mean, I'm sort of a political figure, so you got to answer the political questions sometimes. And then this Tuesday, got a little film crew from New Hampshire dropping in. They are doing some a satirical, comedic television news or internet news program. So I'll keep you posted on that. got some real nice mushrooms growing out of our dead chestnut tree, oyster mushrooms, and they are delicious. And it's so cool to have like these mushrooms just growing right out of a tree right in front of your house, and that you can break off or cut off and cook right up. Yum, yum, yum. Cobra with their weird head things and the flare, and yeah, and there's those lizards that do it too. They're super, super cool. Or whoosh. That would be nice. Could do that. Alrighty, well, 50 minutes. Okay, we are 5/10 into the program. Seem to have stalled out at $15, but I probably get $10 out of that. So, what more do I want, right? Um, if you were on a trolley, how would you become the real problem? That's a very good question. I think that's more of a visual meme, but conceptually, not sure. Not sure. I have to think about that. What do I think about the Narnia invaders coming in from the south? Well, the south meaning Middle Earth, obviously, and they will be dealt with harshly. Turmeric. Hey, Jack Tinker in the house. Hello, Jack. How are you doing today? Hope you're hanging in there. We're into the weed portion of the program here, and just smoking it down. It's a mild enough day here that I'm out in the shack. Last week was so acting cold, I was in my house. But that's okay. It's a beautiful day, beautiful day. Gets really quiet in the winter, you know. That's one of the nice things about the winter time. Spring, you have that terrible cacophony of all those peeper frogs making an incredible racket for months. It gets quiet in the summer. And then the crickets start up. Or the cicadas sometimes. And they're outrageously loud. And then it gets to be wintertime and things calm down again. So, yeah. Limo Si Tung, tax deductible weed. I have not heard about that, but there is tax exempt weed in many states. Medical marijuana is not taxed. And I suppose, I don't know if you can write it off on your taxes as a medical expense. Probably not. However, this is free weed, absolutely free. Grew it with my own 2 hands in my own backyard. So that's pretty much free, and there's no tax on it. So even before weed was legal, Massachusetts was selling tax stamps. Back in the day, I think they were like $30 a piece, which was comparable to the price of the ounce of weed at that time, I think. And if you were a marijuana seller and did not buy the weed tax stamps from the state, then you would be liable to tax evasion bullshit. So, side note. Podacan Studios, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Just weed. Let's see. Petacadon Studios asking if I like cigars, pipe tobacco, or just weed. There was a short, brief time when I was a kid that I was smoking pipe tobacco out of a pipe. I think that was just some weird, pretentious shit. I did smoke rollies for a while, just regular cigarette tobacco back for a stretch. But I knocked it off, and so there's no addictive nicotine, just pure weed. And Daisu, thank you very much. For the green energy there, for the dead presidents, as the kids say, or said, or was slang back in the 90s or something. Did you ever notice that? Where sometimes you'll say something and realize that you're using slang that hasn't been used for years? Yeah, especially when you're a boomer like myself. And you're talking about, wow, that's really groovy. Groovy. All right, ding, ding, ding. Well, we are up. Let me go to the tote board here. Going to look up at the tote board at the Super Chat totals, and we have $27.43, and that's not bad, even if I only get 60 or 70% of it, that's still not bad. Essentially, what that equals is almost 50 cents a minute. So if you have your taxi cab meter running and it's going 50 cents a minute, or I guess mile, yeah. So it's okay. I like to get $1 a minute, but I am flexible. You're flexible. It's a very random thing that we do in terms of that. Like I like to say, yeah, welcome to my retirement plan. Me talking to you. Got to get my ass back on TikTok before they shut that shit down. So look for me on TikTok. You can subscribe at TikTok for like $6 a month, the price of a donut. You can be a subscriber to my channel and have access to all sorts of secret special things. Super secret special things. Promise. All right, let's smoke more weed, people. Smoke more weed. Lebo Si Tongue, hyper erotic. I wish I knew what I was doing that was erotic, because I would certainly do a little more for you. Craig Harris, thank you very much. Would I consider doing High Noon with guest stars? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I mean, quite frankly, if our organization, I don't even know if we still have the StreamYard account, but ultimately, if I could figure out how to simply use that and get the tutorials that I need for it to be useful, that I can use it, yeah. Or I believe that I can probably press a button on this and have a guest star too. That's always been on the list of things, hit the get the StreamYard to broadcast out to High Noon. Why not? It's a good show. I like this show. So I like guests, and the interview format is definitely one of my favorite things about doing things. The Super Tuesday series was a whole lot of fun. Very much enjoyed that. And on TikTok, when I'm doing the TikToks, because TikTok is so weird. TikTok, instead of being straightforward with a super chat thing, they make you get people to subscribe. Then you can switch over to a subscriber only portion of the broadcast. It's like a game. They try and get you to really work for them because they know they're making money off you as a content provider. Yeah. So anyway, but they do that, and if you have enough points, you turn on your camera, and you can be a guest. So they give you that incentive. Like if you get so many followers, then they'll turn on your camera, and like that. And I'm not sure how to make people join this show, but I'm definitely I like talking to people, and sometimes it's funner than just talking to myself or talking to people's comments. Oh yes, Petticadon Studios. Yes, congratulations on giving up nicotine. New Year's a perfectly good time to quit cigarettes if you can. Whack the waddle. Oh, okay. There you go. Both bongs blunts, hitters, just like one or two hitters. Ricky, favorite instrument? I play the bones. I'm a bones player. I'll play them for you someday. Loving you, 2IN. Ding, dabs just make me cough, get me real stoned. Red Roach, loving the show. Loving you, Red Roach. Yeah. Up in New Hampshire. Yes, you're up in New Hampshire? I think so, yeah. Matthew Towns, you are welcome for enjoying democracy. So we're up at 59 minutes. We came close to making $30. Almost made 50 cents a minute. Wow. I don't know. Gotta have fucking goals, I guess. And that's mine. And have a wonderful week. I believe that I might do some live streaming of Dr. Richard Waterloo's interview with me, if that seems appropriate. Um, yeah, man, Red Roach, you'll have to make it down sometime when the putt putt is good, when the putt putting is good, for sure. Seabrook. Oh yeah, we when I was a kid used to go up there protesting against that there nuclear power plant. Hmm. Oh, I remember one time we were walking on during the protest. We're going to the front gates of the Seabrook, and there's like Bechtel. Bechtel had a huge office there because they were building it, and so they had the big Bechtel sign. And I'm like, "Hey," I asked the guard, "What's this Bechtel thing?" It's like, keep moving, just keep moving. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Matthew Towns. Oh goodness, for $5, I can give you an extra minute or two and talk about what inspired me to start my activism. And I guess it's just okay. I think really my first politically motivated action was in response to when I was in high school in 1979, Gloucester High School. The entire front line of the Gloucester High School team was suspended because they discovered the police busted this guy who was selling speed. He was selling speed to the hockey team, and somehow the hockey team got involved, and they suspended the entire front line of the hockey team. And the local newspaper, the Gloucester Daily Times, decided to have a field day with it and make this narrative about a drug problem at the high school. So, there's a drug problem at the high school. Now, back in my day, before school, there'd be 100 kids out at the canal club, waiting for the joint guy to show up. So the joint guy would show up, from the school bus, and another student with the joints, and he would probably sell like 100 joints, just like that, boom, 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 and everybody, 100 people out there would be puff, 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 puffing, getting really high, and then going to school. Once again, that's just the way we did it back then. That's the way the stoners did it back in the day. And so when the newspaper decided that there was a drug problem at the high school, there was pressure on the local police department to do something about it. And so, as I had referred to the canal club, there was a canal, and the police would be on the other side of the canal with binoculars, and they would see somebody with the joint in their pocket or something, and they would call up on their radio and radio across the canal to where the cops, undercover cops, were like on the other side of the building, and they would run around the corner and run up and like arrest a student for weed. And they did that like 1 or 2 days, and people were still not quite grokking what was going on in terms of they're being surveilled. And my good friend Eric, he was one of the first people to get busted, and so I felt like I had to do something, and in terms of public service, and so I made a flyer. A little flyer, and it was a cartoon, and it was of a pig, and it was a pig with binoculars, and with other details like people, smoking weed in one lens and running in the other, and it said "Big Pig is watching you." So essentially, it was like this riff on the Big Brother is watching you, but it was Big Pig, cartoon pig. Back in those days, it was before there were printers. You couldn't print in your house. It was before Kinko's. It was before you could get printing done on your own easily. But I had a friend, Teddy, who worked at the local fish factory, who had access to their copy machine, and he was able to print up 500 of these flyers. And so essentially it was and it went viral. So it was a viral meme that occurred in my high school before memes were a thing, before you could go viral with a meme. And so I brought these 500 copies of this cartoon into school the next day, and they got sucked right up. They were posted all around the school. They were on everybody's locker, in everybody's locker. When the police went to arrest the kid for smoking weed that day, he had this flyer in his pocket, and they pulled it out and they unfurled it, and they said to this kid, "This is going in your permanent record." And while the cops were doing the arrest, people taped and plastered the cop's car with these flyers, and everybody pretty much sort of knew that I had done it. It was me, but they couldn't prove it, and they thought it was pretty clever, all in all. So um, that was pretty much my first political activity. That was inspired by real life events. So it was a response to what I was seeing around me that I thought something should be done about, and so I took action. Thank you. Hope that answers your question. Red Roach, I bet it did. Nathan Siegel. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Grand Rapids, Michigan. We should do a show. Let's do a show this summer. I was trying to do Grand Rapids. Drop me a note on the side, Nathan. I'm looking for venues, or we could do a house party. But I will be in Michigan in the spring or summer. So look for me, or actually reach out to me, and I would love to hook up with you. Thank you. Connecticut. Oh, Petticadon Studios in Connecticut. And hey, let's do a show in Connecticut. Let's do a show in Connecticut. I'm looking for venues. Let's make it happen. Drop me a note. Okay, Ricky, take care. Big Pig always watching you. Amazing. So that was the story of one of my earliest political actions. And because I did that, I became rather infamous in my high school. And so they elected me mayor for a day. And when I was mayor for a day, I was able to install my friend Jeff as the police chief. And he was the victim of police violence like the week before. And then eventually the cops found out that I had done the Big Pig because I was selling T-shirts at the local movie theater. And then I got arrested for weed. And there's so much to tell. Anyway. Keep on pushing, Matthew. All right. So that was a little story. We went into overtime, but for $5 question, and it's such a good opportunity to tell you that answer. Right on. So thank you all very much for tuning in. That is wonderful. We did bring it up to $32, and that totally covered 50 cents a minute. So Canada, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Had a good story time, and keep on keeping on, people. Have a great New Year's party. Have a great New Year's celebration. I'm going to be doing a craft stream one of these days. Got to make some more neckties for my tour. All those things. All the shit. So keep on keeping on, and certainly reach out and give some love to people who need some love. Thank you. All right. Boom. Oh no, Jinx. Glass only. Glass only. All right, Jack. I will indeed, and we will talk soon and be headed down your way soon. Mason Killing. Thank you. All right, we'll catch y'all. Peace out.